Hello, my name is DJ TwoBears. I'm from the Standing Rock Reservation, born and raised. I currently reside in the Bismarck area, the metropolitan area. I'm currently a creative director. I work with multiple different people who have different types of platform. I'm also a social platformer. Um, I'd just like to thank you guys for the opportunity to speak and to talk and allowing me to speak to you today. Um, some of the things that are really, pressing and touching to my heart, especially when it comes to Indian country and Native American youth, is to, make sure I'm helping them, find their true identity of who they are, especially of where they come from. With a lot of young people who grew up in like the metropolitan or a city type of area, they've been so far removed from, their land, their ways of life, their ceremonies, their language, and they're really looking for that connection to back to where they come from, that root. And so it's like, trying to remind myself like every family's situation is different. You have different reservations here in in North Dakota. You have the MHA, the Mandan, Hidatsa, Arikara. Those are three different tribes with three different ways of life. You also have the Spirit Lake Nation up there. That's it's a Dakota tribe. Mixed with maybe some Lakota, some Nakota. So it's like those ways of life are completely different too. You have Standing Rock, who's primarily Dakota and Lakota. You have Turtle Mountain. They have their whole way of life too. So recognizing and understanding when that kid and that young person walks through that door, you know when they're going to school, understanding like their value systems, their kinship, their understanding of who they are. They're going to walk through those walls, holding those value systems of who they are. And so those made different, with that kid, of where they come from. And so just understanding and recognizing that there is a native kid who's walking through these doors, and to try to like, okay, like how can I um, understand him, and as a teacher, like who he is and where he comes from, because the cultural differences here, within not just the Western world but our own people, it's all different. We have a different walk of life, which is, it's a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful thing. And so just trying to really engage these young people in finding their identity is really huge. And sometimes that can be tailored towards just like the modern ways of like going to powwows and going to like social Native American events, but there's also a deeper root into it, of trying to find their roots of where they come from. So a lot of young people are really striving for that. And so, and to try to figure out what, if there's programming or existing clergy or programming that surrounds us that these people and these young people can adapt to, would be so huge. And sometimes it's just taking the time to like make a phone call. It's like, hey, I got these young people who are from Turtle Mountain. I would love you to connect with them on some extracurricular activities, and especially here in Bismarck, Mandan. I know there's different organizations who take that initiative, that we can work together and to make that positive identity impact amongst these young people. But once again, I'd like to thank you for allowing the time and this space to speak to you guys here. Thank you very much.